So I was going to ask you, is that it? Is that...
This is it. This is the first guitar that I ever recorded with. The first guitar I bought with the idea that I might actually play with the band on stage in front of a live audience. I think I was 17 at the time when I bought it, and we just got together. I don't think we were U2 at that point, and I bought it in New York, where I happened to be. I bought it new. I just picked it up in the store, and it just felt so great. This is it. I actually went in to buy, I think I was going to buy a Les Paul, but I just fell in love with this guitar. I brought it back, and I was slightly like, oh shit, like it's a little strange looking. You know, I thought, are the guys in the band going to look at it and go, what? You're
not
out,
serious.
you know? So I took it out of the case, like, you know, and they looked. It was like there's a few strange looks for the first day, but everyone just loved the sound of it, and I think it became like a signature look. No one else was playing Explorers at that point, and so quite soon it became like the thing we were famous for, apart from a few other things, obviously. But it's had a few accidents over the years. This happened in Radio City about the mid-'80s. We were playing a show, and the bouncers were particularly heavy in the venue, and there was some kids down the front getting pummeled. So I actually threw the guitar off, sort of to intervene, and stopped it. And Bono stopped the show, and we got it sorted out. But I came back, picked the guitar up, and the head was hanging off. It was totally broken. So I got it...
You didn't break down yourself at that moment then?
I was a little stunned, to be honest. But we got it repaired. And I'm not sure it's affected the sound. I couldn't tell the difference when I got it back. So
it's like it's a broken neck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, and I see that's a different...
Totally. Total insert of new wood into this... to bridge the gap between this and this. And you can... when it was first done, it was a much better match. But over the years, the wood is... It's obviously a different kind of wood. It's become much more evident. We've got an intro, which is real simple introduction with a little beatbox, and so I'm really underscoring the bass guitar at that point. And then we go to the echo sound, which is the verse. Against the chords of the song, it really creates a very beautiful little hook. And then the big kind of chorus sound is the chords, obviously. And this was an interesting part. It caused a bit of a stir in the studio when I first played it. I'll try and play it a bit more quietly. The reason it caused a bit of a stir is that at the point when we were making the record, All That You Can't Leave Behind, we were really taking our sound in a different direction, and when it came to arranging Beautiful Day, this part came to mind, and I played it, and it just didn't sound good on the guitars I was using at the time, so I brought out the Explorer and the Vox and the Echo and played the part. And when everyone else came back in later on, they were like, you can't do that, you know, that's from a few years ago. That's not like where we're going. And I said, well, really, we have to be able to go back if it's right, if the song demands it. So, for just one moment on this record, and that was the sound of...
What about coming back to the guitar, the basic personality of the guitarist? Do you think there is a lead singer personality and there's a lead guitar personality? I mean, is that all just a cliche, or is there
no, I think there probably is, but I don't think it's one. I think for guitar players, there's a couple of different types, you know. I think there are the sort of the gunslinger guitarists it's sort of the fastest draw in the West mentality. And then there's the sidemen, you know, who are really about supporting the singer and playing the songs and trying to, you know, make the whole thing mesh together. And I really think of myself more as that sideman kind of guitar player. I think of Keith Richards in that same mold. And I have to say my favourite guitar players are that type. The Guitar Olympics.
Not the show-off.
Well,
not the ones who aren't part of the band. Not the ones who are going off to the solo.
Pete is the sideman, even though he's the front man in a lot of people's book. You know, he's playing the songs. It's all about getting the song across, supporting the singer. That's what I think. Johnny Marr was the same. You know, like it's about the entire. It's not about just shining in the spotlight as being an incredibly talented virtuoso guitar player. I mean, that's not that interesting in the end.